the inner space and why it is important. The term ventilation optimizing the inner space, the internal nature of a cell. So our cells need to release toxins or poisons or materials outward and allow nutrients in. If there's a thick blanket or a crystallized cast around the cell, it's like me closing these windows, the old stale air, yesterday's air, toxins, my breath, other particles can't leave, and fresh air or sunlight can't enter inside. And for the cells, if you have a thick blanket which blocks the free passage, exo and endo functions need to occur for the cells to continue and for illness to. And the body has has its own intelligence, and it releases toxins from the pores, through the waste, through sweat. And there are some hidden functions which occur. And it just doesn't make sense to keep those materials inside. Before we knew about this kind of thinking, it's fine. We didn't know that we can do something about it. Although some people know that we can exercise and sweat it out, do some asanas to churn and squeeze the toxins outside. But there are more ways to do it, and doing it is sensible and significant in avoiding illness. So we have to figure out how to do this. And one way is finger vibration method. Both the hands on a flat surface like a table or on both thighs. The force comes from the fingertips. All 5 fingers must move for 10 to 15 minutes. You're activating the flow between the membrane contact system. This will go and do a deep inner cleanse into every corner of the body, all the way to the toes, into the eyes, and break down those casts or coverings or blankets around the cells which literally stop their function. The force only begins from here. It doesn't even begin from this region. This region is attached. You put some amount of pressure from the palms onto the surface. It's attached. It doesn't rise. And you just keep going on. Some people can't move their left hand as well as the right, or they can't get this finger to move in the way it's supposed to. And then you increase the speed. In 1 second, 4 to 6 vibrations. I think you sit better. Sit straight. Quieten the mind. Focus inside the body, observing the entire body. The body's immunity increases, improves, and strengthens. And this is a constant flow is till it goes and soaks the entire body and every single cell inside. This is one simple method. It seems like doesn't mean much, but even this simple method means a lot. Other method is Lachi. Go out, come back in. Expand and contract. All the cells open together. You think of nature, go out, and then you think and come, return, gathering everything, thinking back, entering your own body again. Inside goes out and outside comes in. We can do this for a single body part or the whole body at once. For example, for the eyes, collecting energy, integrating with nature, merging with it, coming back into the skull, opening the mind, entering the head, the brain, and the eyes. Or for some other body part. Passing through all organs. You sit straight. Keep the chin tucked in. Adam's apple back diagonally upwards. Adam's apple connecting to the back of the head. The back of the head connecting to this point and this point extended up to the sky. So once more, the Adam's apple is diagonally backwards, connecting to this point known as Yu Zhen. You elongate the neck from vertebra C7 upwards. The space between your chin and chest is reduced. See this movement? And then you connect the space between the palms. You feel it's connected to the internal space. Bunyan Chi restructures all the internal structures and physical illness or toxins evaporate and leave the body. How does it evaporate? It evaporates because of the intervention or our initiative. When the temperature of the sun or a stove or heat source, when we bring that in, the water responds and turns into vapor and leaves. If we change the settings, if we apply cold temperatures, it will turn into solid and freeze from one state to the other and it'll change. The same way, when we apply our consciousness to our body parts, to our cells or in organs and tissues, when we bring the powerful information of nature, when we bring the beauty of nature into the cell, and when we open and expand, converts from physical matter into energy, and from energy it disperses and converts into becomes information and leaves the body, and as it's out it turns into a new energy which can benefit plants and animals. So what was not useful for us becomes useful for nature, because it just converts from a real physical substance, it just becomes chi and just disperses out, and then fresh information comes in the form of chi and energy and attaches itself to the physical matter and refines it, changes it and improves it.